Okay, so you're watching this video because you want to know, what does your team have to do in order to win the money? All right, so we're going to first start off with event number one. And event number one is called Pipet Me, and it's going to be your job to figure out how to use the volumetric pipette the correct way. And that's what this event concerns. Now, the first rule that I have to say is that if you do not have a volumetric pipette, then by all means, please give us an email or a phone call. We have tons of them in the laboratory that we would love to share with you. So we do not mind getting you different sizes of volumetric pipettes, putting them into a box, wrapping them in bubble wrap, and delivering them to you on where you need them. And we'll also give you the approved, appropriate volumetric bulb to use as well. So if I look at the directions for the Pipet Me, it says that we will randomly pick 4 students to go into a room, and they will be required to use a volumetric pipette to deliver a liquid. Now you will be giving a pre-weighed vial, and you will dispense your liquid into that container, and you'll put a cap on it. That container will be numbered. We will put it into a box, and then that will be given to the laboratory for analysis. We know what the solution is that you're going to be pipetting. Therefore, if you deliver 7 milliliters, we will know exactly if you delivered 7 milliliters or not, because we know the density of it. And we can calculate what the weight should be based on the volume that we tell you to deliver. So it says each student will perform the delivery 3 times. All right, so I'm going to give you a quick rundown of what you can do at your school to practice for this event. All right, so number one, what you would want to do is take some type of container. This can be something as easy as a beaker. That's all that it has to be. And weigh it. Number two, you're going to take a volumetric pipette and make it a random size. Do a 7 milliliter, a 5 milliliter, a 3 milliliter, and then use one of our graduated volumetric pipettes that will allow you to distribute 0.1 mil, 0.2 mil, 0.3 mil. But take a volumetric pipette, it doesn't matter which one, and suck up some liquid. We suggest water. And let's say that this is a 7 milliliter pipette. Well, the density of water, and this is why we tell you to use it, is approximately 1 gram per mil. So if you use a 7 milliliter volumetric pipette and you dispense that liquid into the beaker and reweigh the beaker, you should get around 7 grams of liquid. Got it? So you won't really know what type of liquid that will give you on the day of the competition. We keep that a secret, but in practice version, to make sure that you're using the pipette the proper way, this is what we suggest. So number three, you'll then deliver that liquid into the container. And now we've got some liquid in here. You like my sound effect? And then we're going to weigh it again. And then when we reweigh it, whatever volume your pipette is, that is exactly equal to the number of grams that you should get on the balance. Now, this only works if you use water. And again, water is a clean, nice number, roundabout way. You won't be exact. We know you won't be exact. That's why we look at your averages and your percent errors, and that's why we take a number of different trials from a number of different students. All right, So that's going to be the process of event number one. It's going to be very short, very sweet, but you've got to do this at least 3 times. And then we'll average these together and we will calculate a team score or a team error based on how each person pipetted, right? So just to make clear of the rules, you'll have 4 people. Here's my stick people. Each person will pipette 3 times. We will only give you 1 pipette and we will only give you 1 bulb. So it's a race against the clock. Well, 4 times 3, that's 12 samples, and you've got to be able to do that in 30 minutes. So if you're taking longer than 2 minutes to pipette a volume, then you need to practice on the volumetric pipette because you will not get finished. All right? So that is event number one. That is the Pipet Me event. And we hope that you have fun pipetting because you're going to be doing quite a bit of it. And we hope that you have fun when you do. We wish that we could be a fly on the wall when you try it because we would love to be there to laugh at you during your mistakes.